Hello, I'm Cincinnati Man. We're here to talk about Love is Blind, season 7, episode 6, titled what eight things no, six things I hate about you. Um at first I was gonna talk about Hannah and Nick, but we gotta go how it shaped up at the end. The Tim and Alex situation. Y'all y'all do an excellent job. Not y'all cut out all the stuff that will immediately give it away what issues are. My thing was last episode when she was like when he said something about like he's real chill, you know, let nobody try to get him out of his zone and enrage him. And she was like, challenge accepted. I was like, why would you say that? That was weird. If you're saying like I'm gonna disrupt your peace and what anyway. And apparently she might have called him out of his name when she was had depressed. She was depressed. She felt like she wanted to go home, but she didn't verbalize it. They were having a good time at the party. And all of a sudden, she got really quiet. And just supposedly, she didn't really want to talk. She became a different person than what he was used to. And when he tried to ask her what was wrong, she didn't want to say at the time. And then they got into an argument, and she was talking about her insecurities. But apparently, he said that she said, "Well, you're insecure and all this other stuff," and he took offense to that. Like, no, you're the one that's going through all the issues. I'm just trying to convey. So, look, unfortunately, I have experienced. If you, I've talked to ladies plural because some girl gonna be like, "Why are you talking about me?" Ladies plural, where they were not the best communicator. They didn't tell you what was wrong, and it built up, and then it just crash down, or they just get angry out of nowhere and get really aggressive with their anger, and you're like, the level of anger is not needed for whatever's going on with you. Can we get to a better point about this? But he has every right to think about it because he never saw this in her, so he has every right to really be concerned about that. So I hope he makes the best decision. And the thing is, now that he's seen it, he knows that they can know that she got to work on it, but he has to work on being more calm when somebody doesn't want to open up immediately. That's another problem. If you don't want to, open up immediately, unfortunately, you got to be like, okay, I love you. I'm going to be there for you, but we can't have it. Like, don't get me start projecting. We're gonna move on to somebody else because that not opening up shit and then trying to shut down and then you ruining everything and then it pisses me off so much. Hannah and Nick. Hannah was 100% wrong with that lady. He should have when she be only because of this. When she said a bitch and she jealous, she's like, nah, hey, let's relax. That's my love. If you would have said something like that, it would have went over a little bit better. Hannah still would have been pissed because that's just the type of person she is. You could tell. As soon as, like when Nick sat down with the lady, she was like, Nick, Nick, Nick. And it was like, you could tell she has a real emotional short lease. And yeah, he does have a sex, like a carefree, like, hey, it doesn't bother me, so why should it bother you? Well, you do stuff too. You do stuff. Yeah, but what she's talking about ain't what she, it ain't apples and oranges here. It ain't point for point. So, because Hannah is really insecure and Nick is real cocky and trying to be like, he knows what he's doing, but he also is like not being emotionally supportive enough to her. But it's weird. That's weird. Um, what was it? Monica and Steven? Look, when she was like, you don't let me talk, and then she didn't talk. I love when people do that. You always talk. You always talk. Okay. And they just look at you. And it's like, no, okay. Now, the only way you could deal with this is out in the open, out in the open between one on one and saying, okay, what do you need more? And then he could do a better job pacing himself. I was actually happy that he was talking and getting his emotions out. He was really showing that how much he cared about stuff, And all of a sudden she was like, look, you talk too much. I was like, dang, just and it ruined the whole vibe of everything. So it's like, okay, bro, okay, brother, just pace yourself, and hopefully things will get better. But yeah, that she just looked at him like, if you say one more damn word, I'm kicking your ass. That's how she looked. Um, I really just this episode's really about couples with concerns. Look, Ramsey and Marissa. Oh, we having sex all the time. We having sex all the time. I get. Who cares? Who cares? I don't like no. You want to be physically compatible, but at the same time, I'm just sitting there like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about what matters most, and it's connecting and aligning your goals with the person. Like that's the cherry on top, or that's the I don't know. I can't think of nothing else. That's all nice and stuff because you have people with physical attractions, but they cannot be together because it's too much of a mess. It's like, okay, you're too emotionally unavailable, or you're too selfish, or you don't spend, all this other stuff. So the sex thing is important, but it's not important as creating the future that you need to have with someone. Um, and like I'm keep on saying, it's funny. I was watching the episode halfway through the episode, I was like, I want to be wrong about Ramsey and Marissa. Shoot, and she be those outfits she be wearing, I'd be like, dang. Anyway, um, yeah, everybody else seems to be, you know, everybody Ashley, Tyler, Taylor, Garrett. Yeah, everything else is just, you know, I fully 100% expect a couple to break up next episode. It is what it is. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am. So yeah, I'm Cincinnati man. Take care.